Okay guys, I'm making this video for election day. I gotta move my bike because I've got to get a couple of engines here. Well, 3 actually to be exact. Now I need to move the bike over there. So you can help me do that. I'm going to talk about Trump for a minute. I'm going to assume that Trump led today and pulled the election. There might be a big uproar, and no one knows it for sure because everything is going to be contested. I want to tell you right now, I despise Trump. I can't stand Trump to my core. But he still does business. So I got to take that into account. Now, as a conservative, in the last election, I could not vote for Trump. I know it makes some people upset because they're like, well, he was better than the alternative. And my point, the alternative was Ted Cruz. But I knew that the regular people wasn't going to pick Ted Cruz because he had some things about him that I didn't like about him either. I thought he was kind of pious. I don't like pious people. I like a nasty guy that's done some stuff and got his hands dirty. Well, that's Trump. But I wasn't going to vote for him. This time around, I had to vote for Trump because a lot's on the line. Now, Trump is not in any way a conservative or a Republican. That's why so many people can't get behind him. But he's all we got. The alternative is hell on earth. A lot of people I've discovered vote their self-interest, and you should vote your self-interest. You gotta vote your self-interest, but you also are supposed to vote on what's constitutionally correct for the country, because we are not a democracy. Everyone seems to think we're a democracy. We're a constitutional republic. It's a whole different thing. I had to vote for Trump just to take away somebody's vote that was voting the other way. And you know I'm living mostly in Illinois, but I carry a Kentucky license, so that's where I have to vote at. But there's so many dead people in Illinois voting that it's not in any way fair. I mean, we hear about all this stuff about this happening, and they never fix it. So this election, Trump's going to 100% fight that issue. And that means that Trump might have become president today, but the war is still on. Even if he loses and it looks questionable, he's not going to step down because of all the fraudulent votes. You know what I'm talking about, the other side of the fence, act like that we're trying to keep people from voting. We're trying to keep dead people from voting and illegals from voting and people that aren't allowed to vote from voting. But they get to vote in so many ways. I think that San Francisco is going to make it legal for 13-year-olds to vote in local elections. In some way, that's not too bad. But what they're doing is they're just trying to get that young, sympathetic heart vote for their local elections to flip things. Just like the Housing Reinvestment Act. When they started moving people that didn't belong in your neighborhood, not because they are bad, but because they didn't have the money to buy a house in your neighborhood, and they started moving them to everyone's neighborhoods as a way to change the voting block. This is how the new America does things. So if the world is coming apart today from 3 weeks in the past, bless your heart. I hope you're armed and you're ready. There may be blood in the streets tomorrow because there's going to be problems. We are this close to civil insurrection in this country. And today might prove the day that happens. Stand for right. Don't stand for the right that your heart says. You stand for the right that those old guys back in the day that were very smart put together for us. And they thought about it back then too, because they had different opinions. You know, if Kennedy was running for president today, I mean the original JFK, I'd vote Democrat. I liked Kennedy. He was all right. Hated Johnson. Or whoever took Kennedy's place. Whoever killed Kennedy. You know what I'm talking about. I think it was Johnson? No, it wasn't Johnson. I don't know. That dick from Texas. Anyway, just something to think about. Hell, I might make a Biden one video, just in case too. From the past. For the future. You also might wonder why I think Trump won today. It's because in early voting entails mail-in ballots. Democrats are lazier, but they don't mind filling out a mail piece of paper and sending it in when one person's filling it out for 70 people or something like that. But we actually have to wait to get off work to go vote. I mean, we can vote early, but we're too busy at work to do that. An example is, I went into early vote, and I was 2 days too early. I couldn't vote. They said, well, we can send you something in the mail. I was like, nah, it's all right. I'm going to run through the house. I got to go 1,000 miles out the way. I'll run through the house, and I'll vote. Would they do that? Because I'm voting for the country. I'm not voting for me. I make my own luck. Oh, y'all want to help me finish moving this piece? There we go. Yeah, how easy that was. And she's going to go back right here. That's where she goes. Ho, 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 ho. It's pretty easy, ain't it? Here. Get y'all a look at it, see? Move that, take this, it goes up through here. Comes up right there. Lock it in right here. Just put a little snug on it right now. I ain't gonna take it down all the way. That way I can get 3 engines on here, but I gotta slide my axles to do it. Not my favorite thing to do. There. I think I need to move these more up to keep them kind of soft.